What's up, you guys? Welcome back again to your Heroclix headquarters. Today, we're going to be continuing our full set review of Disney Plus with the rares. And if you guys haven't already seen the commons and uncommons, make sure you go check those out too. But without further ado, let's get right back into it. All right, and starting us off for the rares for Disney Plus, we've got Miss Minutes, and I do love the fact that they actually put her in the set. So cool. You know, she was a pretty funny character in the Loki show. Couldn't believe they actually put her in the set, like I said, but very nice that they did. Future, past, robot keywords. She's got this trait, free, choose an opposing character within range and line of fire. Gain 1 mission point for each other character on the map with the same name as the chosen character. So she can actually get you a ton of mission points if you're playing against somebody that's playing like 10 Lokis or something. She can literally win you the game in like 2 turns. But you know, otherwise it's kind of useless. Free, place Miss Minutes in a square within range that is adjacent to blocking terrain. That's great to help her move around, stop, regeneration, and super senses. You know, helps keep her alive. You got the mission point rules there if you need them. So yeah, 35 points. You got 12 attack, double target, in cap if you need it. Flight, she can move around 6 squares, and she can also, you know, teleport 6 squares. Super senses, tiny size, prob. I mean, 35 points, just run her around, prob stuff, double target, in cap some things if you need to with that 12 attack, and just try to get that, you know, mission points going, hopefully. But I think for 35 points, just for the prob, she is great. You know, she can move around, prob something, then you can, you know, pull her back and place her next to blocking somewhere. She is pretty good. I do like her a lot, and she's really fun. Up next, we got Party Thor, my guy Party Thor. This dude, probably my favorite rare of the set. I've already used him several times to great effect. I think he's done quite well for me already. So for only 50 points, this guy is insane. Starting off, he's got willpower that succeeds on a 4 through 6. When Party Thor uses it and succeeds, after resolutions, you can heal him a click. So good. I like to actually give him the Super Soldier Serum that we'll take a look at here in a minute. That gives him a +1 to his willpower, so it's on a 3 through 6. Super good. But then he's got Pulse Wave. When Party Thor uses it after resolutions, you may give all hit characters an action token. So good. I mean, you're just going to Pulse Wave everybody for 1 and just token them up. And with 12 attack, you're probably going to hit 18 invincible with shape change. Makes him really hard to hit. And yeah, just running shot, 12 attack, pulse waving everything, giving them tokens. Next turn, you just willpower off your token and do it again. Like, this guy really messes with the tempo of your opponent a lot, and has some pretty good damage potential if he can just keep getting pulse waves off, and, you know, probably just keep healing himself too. Really good survivability with all that, you know, good defense he's got. 50 points, all of that for only 50 points is pretty crazy. And even if he does take a hit, he becomes quite the monster with close combat as well. 11 for 4, 11 for 5 on the last click is nuts. So yeah, I really like this guy a lot. I've used him a few times. He's done very good for me every time. Like I said, one of my favorite rares of the whole set. And up next, we've got Sharon Carter, and she does come with the Super Soldier Serum, like I was just talking about. So there's the serum there, and we'll take a look at that first. So, like I said, it gives you willpower, and if they can already use it, they instead increase the result of their roll for willpower by +1. So, like I said, it works great with that Party Thor, gives him an additional +1 on his willpower. And yeah, so then she has Soldier and Spy keywords. Once per game for all characters with this trait. At the beginning of the game, you may choose an equipment equipped to an opposing character. If you do, that equipment gains unequipped drop, is immediately unequipped, and then roll a d6, and that opponent places that equipment up to that many squares from its current square. So yeah, I mean, it's really great for going against those characters that just start the game equipped. You know, you just make them unequip it, and they roll a d6 and have to place it that far away, which, you know, isn't too bad. They can still go and get it, but it's like, if it's not already part of your strategy to like have to TK it to you or have somebody move up and get it to you, it's really going to slow them down, and they might not be ready for that. So it's a really powerful trait, I think. And then you also have damage power that gives her +3 to range and range combat expert, so she can just kind of chill out in the hindering terrain with her stealth and just shoot people with range combat expert. +3 to range, so she'll have a 7 range with a 12 attack, 3 damage for that range combat expert for only 35 points. Then she's also got combat reflexes to help keep her safe, comboed with the stealth. Great. I mean, then, you know, if she does take a hit, she's getting some blades and some perplex, so she's always going to be useful to you. I mean, for 35 points, she makes a nice little sniper character, and that trait could come in handy, but it's kind of 50-50, you know. You might not be playing against anybody that starts the game equipped, but if you do, it's very useful. Up next, we've got the Prime Power Broker, the Prime version of Sharon Carter, so spoiler alert, I guess, if you haven't seen the show yet. But she was the Power Broker, so she also comes with her own set of Super Soldier Serum, which I think is great. So again, you know, it gives you willpower if you can already use it, +1 to the roll. So she is pretty great. She starts the game with the Super Soldier Serum equipped, and then this is not an optional +5 trait. She just starts the game with it equipped for free, which is awesome. Then she has Power. Give an adjacent friendly character an injection token. When Power Broker uses willpower and succeeds, you may also remove an action token from each friendly character that has an injection token. So she can just kind of chill out in your starting area, rolling for willpower every turn, and every time she succeeds, you also get to remove, you know, the action token from everybody else. So, you know, you spend the first couple turns kind of setting up, just injecting your characters with the Super Soldier Serum, and every time she gets willpower, they get willpower. So it's very, very useful. Mastermind and Willpower, so she's going to have it on a 4 through 6, and Mastermind and Stealth will help keep her safe, and Shape Change. So for only 25 points, you know, you got pretty multi-layered defense there. Stealth keeps her safe from range. If they do manage to attack her, you got Shape Change. If they get through that, you can just mastermind it off to somebody else. But if she does take a hit, you know, she's got Exploit and Poison to fight back with. She has the potential, after a couple turns of setup, to be taking tokens off of basically your entire team every turn. So definitely some potential there. Takes a little work, but she can be nuts for only 25 points. Up next, we've got Zombie Captain America, one of the best sculpts in the whole set. Really hope we get like a zombie Iron Man, zombie Scarlet Witch, etc. Hopefully in the next What If set, right? Or the next Disney Plus set, maybe. So yeah, he's got this trait where he can start the game with the Captain America shield equipped. Again, we'll take a look at it. We're going to see it again here in a second, but it gives you energy shield deflection, and if you can already use it, then you get an additional +1, or you get +3 basically instead of +2, yeah. So yeah, for 5 points, he can get that, and he does have Steel Energy and Willpower, and when Zombie Captain America hits with a close attack, give him a food token. Free, remove a food token to modify Zombie Captain America's combat values by +1 until your next turn. You know, pretty nasty stuff there. And he's got Energy Shield and Toughness on his defense power. So we'll have a 20 defense from range if you want to pay the extra 5 points. Yeah, Charge Blades and the full dial of Steel Energy from the trait. Some regen as well with Close Combat Expert. Really helps out there at the end. And yeah, Steel Energy Willpower really helps keep him going. The food tokens, the +1 all stats. You know, he could be pretty nasty for only 60 points, or 65 if you want to give him the shield. I think it's funny that he still has the Avengers keyword, so you can play him on an Avengers team if you want. But I like him a lot. He's a really fun figure. I don't think he's any type of, like, meta competitive tier, but he's definitely a fun figure, and I really hope we get some more zombies. And up next, we've got Billy Maximoff. So he's got the Spooktacular trait for the shape change, and when he uses it and succeeds, he gets to Heroclix. He's got Please Stand By, Stop Click. Then he's got this special damage power that gives him Perplex, and when Billy uses it to target a friendly character, till your next turn, opposing effects can't be used on that character to re-roll or replace dice in their attack rolls. So, you know, if they got a lot of prob, or some of those die replacement characters, can't use them. Very nice. I mean, even just for 45 points, you know, Perplex, 18 Energy Shield with the shape change that heals him, the Stop Click, the Mystics, you know, got a lot of survivability. I feel like Wanda should have been the rare one. I kind of feel like she's a little better than him. But hey, I mean, he's pretty good too. I think all of them for 45 points make a pretty mean team, and I can't wait to try them all out on a fun WandaVision spooktacular theme team one day. All right, so next up we got Heist Nebula here. Nebula if she had hair. What if Nebula didn't lose her hair, right? So she was from the What If T'Challa Star-Lord episode. Pretty cool episode. She's got a very crazy trait here. So when Heist Nebula hits after resolutions, unequip each hit opposing character. If the character wasn't equipped, generate a loot light object adjacent to the hit character instead. Free, remove an unheld loot light object in your starting area from the game. If you do, gain 3 mission points. Free, remove an unequipped opposing equipment in your starting area from the game. And if you do, gain 6 mission points. Yeah, pretty crazy. Charge, plasticity, stealth. So basically, if you manage to hit somebody, you either generate a loot object or you unequip them. If you manage to take that equipment, run it back to your start area, and use her free effect, you get 6 mission points. So you only have to do that like 5 times, right? To actually just win the game. Now, obviously, they're probably not going to have 5 equipment on their team. It's not unheard of, but it's unlikely. So, you know, best to pair her with some other mission point generating figures, or else, you know, you might just be able to score those extra few points off of the loot objects. But anyway, 65 points. She's got that special movement power, some precision, invuln, perplex, pretty good dial length, some regen at the end to help heal her up if need be. Yeah, perplex her attack to 12 every time pretty much, so she hits and gets to, you know, de-equip or make the loot objects. But yeah, charge, plasticity, stealth. Be better if she had running shot. What can you do, right? I think she's fun. Could be pretty crazy on the right kind of mission point team, but mission points are pretty hard to pull off. But up next we got Rare Loki, the classic Loki, old school Loki. Really like him a lot. He was my favorite Loki in the whole show. If you guys haven't already seen it, I would recommend checking it out. That was a great show. But if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. His glorious purpose was amazing. So he's got, again, the Tesseract trait. So again, I'm still working on getting that President Loki that has it. But Tesseract gives you phase teleport and prob control. After you use phase teleport, you can use prop control till your next turn. So not too bad if you want to spend the extra 5 points on that. But he's got traded shape change, and if Loki would be the first friendly character to be KO'd this game, you may instead replace him with another character named Loki on your sideline that is equal or less points than Loki on its starting click. And then he has sideline active once per game if another character named Loki is the last friendly character on your force while this Loki is on your sideline. When that character would be KO'd, you may instead replace it with this Loki on click number 1. So pretty awesome trait there. You basically, if you want to play him on the map, you kind of just want to run him up there and hope he dies first, which is actually hard to do because he's got this awesome stop click that when this click is first revealed after resolutions, you may place Loki up to 4 squares from his current square, and then you can generate up to 4 blocking terrain markers in squares within range. And then at the beginning of your turn, remove those markers, even if this power is lost. So pretty awesome stop click. He can run and barrier up if he needs to. But yeah, you could also just stick him on the sideline. If you have a team full of Lokis, then, you know, it's pretty much guaranteed the last one to be KO'd would be Loki. So you could bring this guy in off the sideline then. Otherwise, you know, potentially swap this guy out with a Loki and hope that Loki survives till the end of the game. And then you get 2 uses of this Loki, which would be pretty insane. 7 range, double target, running shot, 11 attack, penetrating blast, 17 energy shield, 3 damage with outwit. I actually like him a lot. You know, the running shot, penetrating blast is great. The outwit's nice. Good dial length there. Some perplex, stealth. That awesome stop click. The mystics as well. So he's dealing some damage back. And the awesome trait that he has. He's got traded shape change the whole time too, don't forget. So that's a long dial with shape change in addition. So yeah, I like him a lot. He's really, really fun. I played him a couple times. I haven't really got to use his effect off to the fullest because it's actually kind of hard, like I said, with that stop click. It makes it a lot harder for him to be the first one to be KO'd. And if your opponent has read his card and knows what's up, then they're not going to go out of their way to kill him first. But, I mean, he's still good regardless. And, you know, he could always just throw him on the sideline. And in case your Loki's the last person to die, you get that extra figure at the last minute. And that could swing the game. Who knows? So he's really cool. I like him a lot. He's probably not quite meta tier, but he is one of the funnest figures in the set to me. Up next, we've got another version of Loki. We've got Sylvie. And again, she was a super awesome character in the show. And she's pretty fun in Heroclix as well. So she also has the Tesseract trait, which we just talked about. Phase teleport. After you use it, you can use prob till your next turn. Stealth and shape change traded, but succeeds on a 4 through 6. And when Sylvie uses shape change and succeeds, she can't be targeted by opposing effects until your next turn. So that's pretty crazy. She can't be targeted, I guess, by anything, though. Outwit, perplex, anything. That's pretty awesome. And the 4 to 6 shape change is always useful. But then she has a special movement power that gives her mind control. When she uses it after resolutions, she can use mind control as free, but only to target a character adjacent to a previous target that she hasn't targeted with mind control this turn, regardless of range, line of fire, or adjacency. So yeah, she can kind of chain that together at least once because it's a free. You can't repeat the same free action more than once. But, you know, mind control the person next to him. You can do some pretty cool stuff. She's got outwit, super senses with the 4 to 6 shape change, and the stealth is pretty great. Pulse wave, you know, for 60 points. She's awesome. Mystic's team ability again as well. And then late dial charge blades exploit if she needs to get deadly. And so again, she's just a super awesome character and really fun to play. Up next, we've got John Walker, Captain America. He comes with Captain America's shield. We took a look at it earlier, but basically gives you energy shield deflection. And if they can already use it, they modify defense +3 instead of +2, which is, you know, super useful. Shield looks great too. I've been waiting for a Captain America shield object for quite some time, and it's pretty good. I do wish it gave you a little something else for like offense though, like precision strike or something would have been cool. Anyway, so he can start with the shield equipped for +5 points. And he's got this trait. When John Walker, Captain America, KOs an opposing character, after resolutions, if he is equipped with Captain America's shield, you may remove it from the game. If you do, this game modified John Walker's Captain America's combat values by +1, and he can use Battle Fury and Steal Energy. I honestly don't know why you wouldn't get rid of it. You're already going to be getting, I mean, all it's going to give you is +1 against ranged attacks. So +1 to just everything, Battle Fury and Steal Energy. He's going to be pretty insane. Charge, Flurry, Leap, Climb is a great special movement power, special combo of powers there. Energy Shield and Toughness, again, great combo there for the defense. So yeah, 75 or really 80 points if you want that shield equipped. 5 range double target. So charge, flurry, leap, climb. Leap, climb lets them get, you know, up and over things, like elevated and stuff. You got quake with an 11 attack, 3 damage with leadership. You got this energy shield toughness. So he's going to be at 21 from range, moving up there to get in position to charge flurry. And if you KO something, then you get +1 all stats. So we're talking 12 for 4 on the next flurry. And he gets steal energy, so he can really heal up a bunch. And then you get some precision and exploit and some blades exploit. So yeah, he just remains deadly the whole time. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to pull off that thing yet where he, you know, get rid of the shield to give him +1 everything. I think he could be really good, honestly, if you get that going for him. I think for, you know, the 75/80 points, if you manage to get the +1 stats with the charge flurry, steal energy, everything like that, I think he's actually pretty insane. Just got to get in there and kill something first. That's kind of the big issue. I don't know how he always manages to just charge up there, miss both attacks, and then die every time I use him. But I do still like him a lot. I really want him to work. So I'm going to keep trying him, and we'll get it one day. Up next, we've got the Prime U.S. Agent with U.S. Agent's Shield. So this shield, much like the Captain America shield, gives you combat reflexes, and if they can already use it, gives +3 instead of +2. So gotta love that. There's not a lot of ways to get combat reflexes in this game, you guys. I think that makes the shield very unique. There's a lot of characters that just like, you know, oh, adjacent friendlies can use energy shield, but there's not a lot that give combat reflexes. So yeah, he looks really cool though. I do like that black suit with the red, very nice. And the shield looks pretty cool as well. Anyway, taking a look at what he can do here. So he's got a trait where he can begin the game with US Agent Shield and or the Super Soldier Serum equipped. And he can have both of these equipped at the same time. And he doesn't have to pay any points for that. He just gets them both for free, which is insanely awesome. And then he's got, when a friendly character within line of fire is KO'd by an opposing effect, choose one to use for the rest of the game. Flurry, Exploit, Weakness, Super Senses, Battle Fury, or Outwit. And there's nothing saying here like once per game or anything, so it's just whenever a friendly character is KO'd within line of fire, then he gets all that stuff. So, or he gets one of them, I should say. So you could stack that every time a character is KO'd. You could get Flurry first, then Exploit, you know, then, you know, Super Senses, Outwit, whatever order you want to get them in. But after a few characters go down, he gets more and more deadly. He's got Charge and Stealth. And when US Agent uses Charge, if he occupies hindering terrain, do not half his speed. So he's got full movement charge there coming out of hindering. I love it. It's the same but black. The line he had in the show. Just perfect for this. Combat reflexes and toughness and willpower. So you're going to get the 4 through 6 willpower thanks to the Super Soldier Serum and the +3 combat reflexes from the shield. So he'll be quite a beast. He's only 50 points. So charge stealth, full 10 movement charge there coming out of hindering. 11 attack super strength. You know, I wish heavy objects actually counted for +2, but oh well. Just grab an object on the way, maybe anyway. You can also knock people back if necessary. Close combat expert, so 12 for 4 for only 50 points is pretty nuts. And, you know, the stealth with the combat reflexes with +3 is pretty insane. Makes them really well defended, in my opinion. You also got, you know, the willpower and the toughness. So yeah, just a really insanely good close combat beat stick for cheap. And you know, once you lose a character, you know, pick Flurry, pick Exploit, whatever you need, and yeah, then he just goes to town. So I like him a lot. He's one of my favorite of the primes. Last but not least, we've got Pietro Maximoff, Spooktacular shape change that heals a click. You know, he's got this awesome hypersonic. When he uses it after resolutions, roll a d6. 4 through 6, give an action token to each opposing character he moved adjacent to during the action. So good odds of just action tokening a bunch of people. He's got the stop click. He's got the mystics, just like the rest of them. 11 with that hypersonic. Outwit, super senses and shape change is good. The outwit's nice. Yeah, I mean, overall, just a good hypersonic hitter. I wish he had some precision or 11 attack or something. Probably better odds of just running next to everybody and tokening them. So yeah, I almost forgot to show him off here. There he is. But yeah, I mean, really, he's just kind of a annoying hypersonic character running around pinging people for like 2 damage, potentially giving a bunch of action tokens if he runs next to everybody. Yeah, Wit can come in handy. You know, super sensitive shape change, always annoying. Heal a click potentially from that too. Mystics, yada yada. He's really just an annoying character to deal with overall. But that's it for the rares, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts on all of them are. And catch us next time for the super rares. Alright you guys, so that does it for this part of the set review. If you enjoyed it, make sure you smash that like button. It does help me out a lot. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts and opinions on all the awesome figures in this set. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. But if you guys would like to help support the channel even more, you can check the links in the description for our Patreon so you can see your name here in the credits with all these other awesome people. But that's going to do it for this one. Thanks again so much for watching. Until next time, this has been Heroclix Headquarters, signing off.